and you're listening to Hartshorne Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9, the new 92.3. Coach Ed Orgeron and Coach J.B. Curlis with you tonight. Go Miners!
Go Miners!
Lost my voice. We'll try to find it somewhere here tonight, but if you don't understand me, text JB. We'll turn the show over to him. Been kind of one of those weeks, Coach.
Had a lot of stomach bug going around and allergies and everything else, and it's been a really tough week. But I believe the Miners are here and healthy.
Yeah, I think the players kind of dodged it. I'm hoping that they did anyway. I haven't heard of anybody
being sick, and looks like we're all here.
Well, you're listening to the Sam Wampler Freedom Ford Coaches Show here on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. We're going to try to bring you a great one tonight. First home playoff game since 2015 here at Butler Jennings Field. Coach, there's been a palpable excitement this week around the Miner Nation.
Well, the Miner Nation is certainly deserving. We said earlier in the year that we was fighting for a playoff spot, and that we thought we might could get the 1 or 2 seed if things come together, if the kids got better as they played throughout the year. We started off a little with Wilburton, and it was a close game, but we progressively got better. I mean, we won that game, but it was close, and then we stumbled a couple times with some bigger schools, and but each night we seemed to get better and better and better, and here we are playing a home playoff game, finishing runner-up in our district.
Well, Coach, Woodland comes in here tonight. They're coming out of that northern district that we're crossing with, obviously. Tonkawa, Hominy, Woodland. Some really good teams up there. I think Chelsea was the 4th place team in that district. And there's some really good football up that way right now. But the Miners have been, like you said, young team, been improving every week. And you're starting to see some maturity in this group that we didn't see in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, the first couple of weeks we had some what you want to call rookie mistakes, and it showed a lot. And some of the games that we played, and mistakes can cost you. Will cost you, especially against a good team. So right now the Miners have seemed to clean a lot of that up, and they're here and they're ready to go. I was looking at the roster here and just going by grade-wise. A lot of times we've got 3 seniors on our team. Woodland's got 3 seniors on their team. Woodland also has 5 juniors on their team. We have 6. So we're pretty evenly matched in that department right there. So we're both pretty young. So looking for a good football game tonight.
Yeah, I think both of these teams may be a year ahead of schedule. Woodland's probably just the victim of being in a really good district right now. But making the playoffs is always it's always the barometer that you use. And these guys are probably a year ahead of schedule. But I think you could probably say the same thing about Hartshorne.
Yeah, Miners have, like I said, they're very young, and they're here. They are runner-up, and Woodland's very young, and they finished 3rd in their district, but a very good football team. And from what I saw from the quarterback earlier, just when he was out here warming up, he can sling it pretty good. And if we don't break down in our coverage and do well with that, we can have an issue if our line doesn't get to him very quick, and he has all day to throw back there. If they're going to go that route, I'm not sure. I understand they like to run the quarterback a lot, but from what I can tell, he can throw it really well. And Miners have certainly got to have a game plan for that, which I'm sure the coaches do. They always do, and certainly hope they execute it.
Well, Coach, they come in here tonight. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Woodland is. They played the toughest 2 teams in that district the last 2 weeks of the season. Hominy beat them 33-20. Tonkawa beat them 20-8, and that's the 2 teams that are ahead of them in the district standings. That being said, again, good football. The team that they beat right before all that was Morrison, and if you're an Oklahoma high school football fan, you know the history of Morrison. It's a great program. think they may have actually taken the Hartshorne win record at some point of, number of straight wins, regular season. So good football teams there. They played the last 3 weeks, and these guys just happened to come up short on 2 of the 3. But Hartshorne comes in here. Their only loss in districts to Stroud. Stroud's our district champion. And Coach, I think if you go back and you talk to our kids and talk to our coaches, if they had to play that game again tomorrow, they would welcome the opportunity.
They would certainly be a lot more prepared for it. We played them fairly early in the season, and then, like we were still green behind the ears, so to speak, and I think it would certainly be a different ball game right now if we played them.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a quick timeout here. We've got both teams on the field going through warm-ups. We're getting a light rain blowing in a little bit from the north. Flags are blowing towards the south pretty steady, so we're going to have a little bit of precipitation and a little bit of wind to affect this ball game tonight. We'll see how much it affects it. But right now, we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Sam Wampler Freedom Ford Coaches Show on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big B feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company. Our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brindley today for a free personal protection review.
And we're back at Bud Jennings Field for the first round of the Oklahoma High School football playoffs. We're listening to Coach Curlis and Coach Lindley, also known as Coach Ed Orgeron. Go Miners.
Go Miners. Here we are already here at Butler Jennings Field, and Miners are out there warming up. We got some sideways drizzle coming down, hard north wind blowing. It's going to be a oh, sorry. Here we go. So we got the sideways wind blowing, and the Miners on the field warming up. I mean, it's a night of football that we haven't had this year yet. We played in a little bit of rain, but it wasn't all that cold. But tonight it's cold, and we got we got all the elements going on tonight.
Coach, normally this time of the year you start to get some colder weather, but we haven't had rain in so long. That's going to be an added factor in this one tonight, I'm sure, because we've only played one game in the rain, and like you said, it wasn't that cold. The Miners are out here going through their warm-ups right now. Guys look like they're handling the ball just fine, but the rain just really kind of got going in the last 15, 20 minutes. So we'll see how that plays out over the course of the evening. Coach, I was looking at those schedules there. You go back to their last 2 ball games. Sometimes that seed of doubt creeps in because you lose 2 in a row going into the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you got to get on a bus and you got to drive 2.5 hours down here to Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, and you had a chance to host a playoff game if you'd have won one of those 2.
Yeah, it's fortunate for us. I mean, you got the Miners here playing on Butler Jennings Field, and our home fans here. We didn't have to travel. It's going to make a big difference when you're going to get on that bus and drive 2.5 hours to get here, and sitting all that time, and maybe you got to rest. Our guys got to go home and visit with their families and get a bite to eat, just a normal day, and so it can play a bit of a factor into the game tonight, especially if we can get the fans here to show up and be loud in the bleachers.
Well, definitely, if you're planning on coming to the ball game and you're listening to this broadcast, we sure hope you can get out of your vehicle, get on up here and bleachers, make some noise for these kids. They've worked extremely hard to get to this point this season. And with a young group like this, home field is something that you strive for because you need that 12th man. And if you're in the stadium tonight, we need you to make a lot of noise. We need you to get behind these kids, and let's give them all the support we can. There's no next week. You got to earn next week.
You got to get there. You got to win tonight if you want to play next week. Otherwise, the basketball coach is going to be getting the basketball players into his gym, and I'm not ready for them. I'm ready for another week of football. And one thing I'm hoping doesn't happen, but I understand if it does, is we may have several fans want to stay in their car tonight because it's cold and all that kind of stuff. But these kids are out here playing in it, and I was hoping our fans could get out there and cheer in it too, and come in the bleachers if possible.
Well, Coach, we have Veterans Day today. We had 2 great programs, one at the high school, Taylor Gym, and one over here at the elementary behind us. One thing I'm very proud of, and it's not just my time here. This is something that Hartshorne's always done, but we really support our veterans. And small town Oklahoma, small town USA. That's still a big deal. And I don't know if people appreciate it, in the bigger cities, but I can tell you right now, these small communities, it's a big deal.
Absolutely. The Hartshorne staff and the teachers and the kids, they were well behaved. It's hard to get pre-K and kindergartners and to sit still in a program, but they did an excellent job today in our program and the program as well. And I hope the veterans enjoyed it, and I certainly do. Speaking for the Hartshorne School, as we all appreciate every veteran out there, and certainly do appreciate their service.
Well, Coach, I will say this. We have a group right now of veterans. We're starting to see those World War II veterans. They're leaving us. And we're starting to see a few of the Korean conflict veterans that are leaving us. And we're getting into that the Vietnam era of veterans. And I'm going to tell you, that most underappreciated group of servicemen and women in our history come out of that Vietnam era. And I can't speak for those people back in the 60s and 70s. They must not have had their heads on straight. But we got our heads on straight, and we appreciate everyone.
I certainly do appreciate every single one of them. My father-in-law is one of those people, and I can't speak enough good words about him.
That's a group of guys that, like I said, they came home and they faced some things back here at home that were not deserved. And we will never make that right, but we're going to do the best we can because they deserve it. And we sure appreciate our Vietnam era veterans. And I'm glad to see them still coming out and still being a part of our programs. There were several there today, and now we're getting into some of the Gulf War guys and the people that served in the military, in peacetime. It's not peace everywhere.
No.
there's a war going on somewhere, and we're usually involved in some form or fashion. So, servicemen and women, we certainly appreciate everything you do, not just for our country, but for this community and for our kids, because you give them an example, something to shoot for, and we sure appreciate it.
And you're absolutely right. I mean, they have put out the sacrifice and have left, families at home, and the families also stress out about all that stuff too, just as much as the service person doing it, and we certainly are greatly appreciated of everyone.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Sam Wampler Freedom Ford Coaches Show on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Go Miners.
Go Miners.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your Miner football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
Little Miner Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little miner is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne miner and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plans with you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Mining difference is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue!
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
And we're back here at Butler Jennings Field as we have both teams on the field right now. Rain still coming down, light mist right now. Little north wind blowing, keep the flags pretty active down there on the south end, Coach. We'll have a little bit of weather tonight.
The weather certainly might play a factor into this game for throwing the football, and I mean, I don't think the wind is blowing enough to affect the trajectory of the ball, but the moisture might affect the grip.
Well, Coach, the Miners come in here after a big win last week. Liberty, kind of, one of those situations. If we win, we're going to be the number 2 team in the district. If we lose, we're going to fall to 3. And right now, you're sitting here at home because you played well last week. So those last few games for Hartshorne key after losing the ball game to Stroud here. But like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, I think Hartshorne would welcome an opportunity to maybe get that one back too if they could. But right now here tonight, Woodland's coming in here with a good football team.
They certainly have a good team. They're pretty evenly matched as far as age goes, but they're going to come in here just like we are, and they're expected to win the ball game, and the Miners are going to have their hands full. And I don't think that it's decided either way. It's going to come down to who makes the fewest mistakes at the end, and can't turn the ball over and things like that, and not jump off sides. It's little things like that. If we do it clean, I think we'll come out on top.
Well, Coach, right now the fans are starting to make their way into the stadium. We have have the band coming in now. So the pieces are starting to amass into position here. So we're looking forward to have a great ball game tonight and two good football teams. Coach, we'll keep an eye on the scores from other district games in this first round. We'll try to give you an update, throughout the evening on those so that you kind of know what our district's doing across the state. Coach, the wind looks like it's picked up a little bit.
That wind flags are certainly whipping pretty hard out of the north, and looks like the precipitation's coming down a little bit harder now than it was. So,
don't you wish we were back on top of that press box in Liberty?
Yeah, that would be fantastic. We just thought it was windy and bad that night, but dang, it would be.
Now the rain's really coming down.
Rain and cold, that would be disastrous.
This could turn out to be a game of who wants to play football in this weather.
Exactly. Who wants to do it? I will say that Woodland, I believe, they're from up north.
They're right over there by Pawnee, Pawhuska.
Yeah, so they may be a little bit more used to this weather than we are. I think it gets a little colder up there usually. So they may have already played in some of this type of weather.
Yeah, the schools, Fairfax and Ralston, those two schools went together and formed Woodland a number of years ago, and it's right there on the river. So, I don't think you're going to scare them off with a little bit of rain, but after you come down this far, after losing two the last couple of weeks, that can work two ways. That could be a motivating thing, or that could be wait for that other shoe to drop, and if Hartshorne gives them a reason, they may get on that bus mentally, early tonight, but Hartshorne's got to give them a reason.
Yeah, my Miners going to come out here right off the bat and hit them in the mouth, so to say. So, come out and get on top of them early and try to get ahead of them, and maybe they'll decide, hey, this ain't for us. We're not that good yet, and that could happen because they're so young. And with the Miners, I think we've kind of got past that point, because I think the Miners, if they get behind, they'll just be more determined. I don't think they'll give up.
Yeah, the growth of the team. Of course, we don't get to see this other group all year, and they could have had the same. They could have had the same situation up there. But our guys, man, from week 1 to week 10, there's a massive difference in this group. You saw some guys that really didn't know much about high school football in week 1, and now you've got a group that's continued to improve, continued to get more and more confidence as the season went on. So it's going to be interesting. You have two very similar teams here. I think both teams are a little ahead of schedule where they thought they would be, and that really tells you that we should have a good matchup here.
Excellent matchup tonight, and looking forward to seeing what happens. It can go either way, and we're going to say that until we play the game, until the clock hits 0, and hopefully the Miners will be on top. But right now, I don't know how it's going to go.
Well,
I've been pretty close to predicting the last two scores, but
I'll put you on the spot here in a little while. We'll give you another chance.
Let me watch them warm up a little bit more, and I'll take.
We'll take a quick timeout. You've been listening to the Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford Coaches Show on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Go Miners!
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or 3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we've got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation. Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and Miner football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our weather competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway east of Hartshorne. God bless you and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners. First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your banking needs. Call Jody Hatch, your hometown banker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hatch and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Nye Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
And we're back. Butler Jennings Stadium in Hartshorne, Oklahoma. JB and Coach O coming to you tonight. Go Miners.
Hartshorne Miners, Butler Jennings Field. If you're in the Hartshorne and you got nothing else to do and you don't mind getting out in the weather, get here and let's root these Miners on to victory.
Yeah, it is football time in Oklahoma. We have a high school playoff starting around the state this week. Miners hosting their first home playoff game since 2015. So this is an opportunity that we've kind of been waiting for a couple of years. And we get the opportunity to do it tonight. I know the weather's not great, but if you can get out here and get behind these kids, they'd sure appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't think the kids, they're excited about having a home football game for playoffs. And I really don't think the weather is going to affect their mental attitude towards the game, but it might affect their physical play with not being used to catching maybe a damp ball or throwing one.
Well, Coach, we have been bringing the audience the Sam Wampler Freedom Ford Coaches Show, and now we're going to transition into the Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance pregame show. I think right now you need to give us kind of an idea of what you're thinking. Don't give me your prediction, but I need kind of an idea of what you're thinking on this score.
Well, I'm thinking that I've been in the locker room while the coaches are going over some of their game plan, and I think they got a very good game plan put in place. And I just like the Miners' chances tonight, and I think they've instilled in them what to do. They've instilled it's going to be ups and downs, and then who's going to be able to overcome that adversity and and whoever does it the best will be the ones that come out victorious.
Well, Coach, it is Veterans Day here in the Miner Nation, and we talked about it a little bit earlier. We had the Veterans Day assemblies today at both schools. Great turnout by some of our guests and our veterans, and we are certainly proud that they chose to spend part of their day with us.
We certainly are, and we had a good program at the elementary. I did not get to go over to the high school and see theirs, and it's always a good program. And I certainly was proud of the young kiddos coming in, waving their flags, and then being quiet on the while the program was going on, because it's very hard to get young little kids to sit still for an hour. And the pre-K and kindergarten, first graders, they did an excellent job doing that today.
Coach, I will say both groups of our kids did a pretty good job today. They showed respect to our veterans. We have an amazing staff. They really enjoy this part of the year when we get to bring those folks on campus, and it's always more of a pleasure for us, I think, than maybe the veterans. I know they appreciate it, but I don't know if they realize how much we appreciate them.
Well, they like I said, we do appreciate them, and we try to show it through little programs like we do. But there's nothing that nothing that we could do that can really show our appreciation as much as we'd like.
No, those men and women have answered the call more than once. They answered the bell, and you just can't say enough about them. They are the backbone of your community. They really are, and these are people that you see, at the store, at the restaurant. You see them at the gas station. They're your neighbors. They're your friends. A lot of cases, they're your family, and they're the backbone of rural Oklahoma and rural America. So we're going to send out a salute to those folks tonight. Here at Butler Jennings Field, we're going to be recognizing them as well. The OSSAA has put a program in place to allow a veteran and a guest into these games free of charge. And in the playoffs, we're not a home team; we're a host team. I don't know if people realize that we get a home game, but we're hosting these tournament games for the OSSAA. So being able to do that with them in partnership is an outstanding opportunity for us.
It certainly is. And what a tribute to our veterans to be able to come to a ball game. And they should do that every year, in my opinion. I mean, every game they should be let in free, but I don't make the rules.
We may do that.
We might do that.
I think we'll just do that.
But for every veteran that shows up, and they get to get in free and plus bring a guest. So come on out to the Butler Jennings Field and watch some football.
Well, Coach, the teams have gone back into the locker room. Wind is still whipping out of the north. Looks like the rain may have slowed down a little bit. Got a little mist. Not much coming down heavy right now, but it's been off and on.
Off and on. Wind's still whipping pretty good out there. So I don't think we're going to escape the wind tonight for sure.
Well, if you're in the stadium and you're listening to our broadcast, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. If you have headlights pointed towards the field, we're going to ask that you turn those off when the young men get out here to start playing the ball game. We definitely want to make sure that everybody can enjoy this evening and that the players can play safely. So if you're around the stadium in a vehicle and you're listening to us, thank you very much. But make sure your headlights are turned off when the game gets ready to start.
I don't think they're listening to it.
I think a few of them are. They're just ignoring us.
I haven't seen one set of headlights go off.
I see my mom down there. I know she's listening, and she ain't turned her lights off yet.
Turned her lights off yet. She's doing that on purpose. She's
just showing me.
Yeah.
You tell me what to do, boy. I brought you into this world.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
But yeah, look at not at one. Yep. Oh, we got some on the other side of the field, but they're getting out of the car.
Well, Coach, we'll take a quick timeout. Everybody, get your seat ready, get your blanket ready. If you're around the stadium and you're getting ready to come in, come on up, get in these bleachers, get behind these kids. But we're going to take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance pregame show on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Go Miners!
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
At the Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brindley today for a free personal protection review.
We're back at Butler Jennings Stadium for the Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance pregame show. Coach Curlis and Coach Lindley with you tonight. Coach, we have made it 10 weeks into the season, and it seems like it has flown by.
It's going really fast, and certainly are. Here we are, Butler Jennings, and facing a home game tonight. Miners runner-up in their district, and get a playoff game, and here we go.
Well, Stroud was the district champion, and we had them pretty early on. And I think if you talk to the kids and the coaches, they'd like another shot at that one, but you don't get that in high school football. So you got to look at the one in front of you, and this is a good Woodland team coming in here tonight.
Certainly are good-looking team. Comes out onto the field. The athletes look good, and we're pretty even on the age. They're young, we're young, but here we are, matchup, first round of playoffs, right here at home.
Well, I think both teams, like you said, Coach, when you look down those rosters, a lot of similarities. Not a lot of seniors on the Woodland squad. Not a lot of seniors on the Hartshorne team. Both teams probably a little ahead of where they thought they would be this year. Hartshorne has been, lost a lot of seniors last year. You go into a new district, you don't know a lot of the teams, you don't really know what to expect. But Hartshorne has shown improvement every single week. We've continued to see the kids grow, and now you get into the playoffs. I think they would say the same thing about their group. But the difference is we're coming in on a winning streak. They're coming in on a losing streak, and that can take a little bit of that mojo away from a young team.
Either take a little bit of momentum away, or can put determination in their bodies and ready to go for this game, being a playoff game. And, they certainly are not going to come in here and lay down right off the bat for us. We're going to have to do something about it and jump on them early and often.
Coach, we'll pull up the schedule here, kind of see who's got who tonight. District champion Stroud is hosting Chelsea. Hartshorne, district runner-up, hosting Woodland. Then you have the third and fourth place teams in our district. Allen on the road at Hominy. And the fourth place team is Mounds, and they are going to Tonkawa. So that game last week for Liberty was a big game, because they could go as high as 2 or as low as out, and they ended up going out. And you feel bad for a group of kids that had so much on the line. Kids played hard, but Hartshorne wanted that 2 slot so they could be at home this week and try to get that a little bit of a home field advantage.
And we started off a little bit rough, and last 2 games, first half, we've been a little rusty. Second half has been the difference in the game, and hopefully tonight we can put 4 quarters together. We're going to have to if you want to get by this game.
Yeah, you don't. There's, using a basketball term, there's no layups in this part of the schedule.
No,
I mean,
not now.
All these teams had to win some number of games to get here. Some districts may be a little deeper than others. The district that we're crossing with is a pretty good district. So, Hartshorne's going to have to play well tonight. You win this one, you get Gore. And Gore's pretty dang good.
Gore's
real deal. Yeah, it's these are the games that you want to play in. We talk to the kids, from the time they start back in June. I know we always did is set some goals. And Hartshorne wanted to make the playoffs. I think that's a pretty clear goal. If you're in football, you want to make the playoffs. But they did one better. They get a home playoff game. So that's always a little bit more. That's a little bit more exciting to be in front of your home crowd.
That's something that hadn't been done in 7 years. In 2015, last time we had a home playoff game, and here we are with one tonight. And the Miners are trying to get back into that playoff form like we've been doing every year. We've been kind of absent from it the last few years, and certainly hope that we can continue to do that.
Coach, both teams are still in the locker rooms. Went over some pregame instructions. The eye test, Woodland come out. Good-looking kids, athletic-looking bunch. They had a lot of those kids running about 5'11", 6'1", somewhere in that range. Just good-looking athletic kids. Go to sleep over there?
Yeah, they're distracting me over here.
Dennis is picking on you.
Dennis has hit me in the head, and Brant, he's calling me.
You're one of them
kids
in class that we just can't seem to keep focused.
I'm getting bullied over here.
You're being bullied.
Being bullied by smaller people.
I'll tell you what, the group that we have here tonight, good looking group of kids. Talking about Woodland earlier.
Oh yeah, I said before that I think the Miners have got what it takes to come out on top, but we're going to have to do things right again. It's mistakes, fumbles, bad snaps, jumping off sides, and turnovers, things like that happen in bunches, and we're going to have a hard time winning this game.
Well, we're going to take a quick time out here. You're listening to the Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance pregame show on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Go Miners.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big B feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
And we're back here at Butler Jennings Field. Coach, we're getting ready for the coin toss. And we have 3 members of our officiating crew are veterans tonight. They will be doing the coin toss. And we probably need to take a quick time out. I think we're going to do the Star Spangled Banner.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why Southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford Country. Visit us today at 720 South George Nye Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your banking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown banker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hash and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At the Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
Little Miner Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little miner is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne miner and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plan with you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Mining difference is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue! Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we've got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation. Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and Miner football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners.
And we're back here at Butler Jennings Stadium. We're getting ready for the coin toss here. Coach, their captain, number 10, Aiden Rhodes, number 32, Nathan Bouchard, number 65, Jordan McConnell, and number 60, Zane Brock.
For the Miners, we got 73, Caleb Hatcher, and number 10, Camden Russell, and number 25, Brennan Kendrick.
As I mentioned before, we went to break there for the national anthem and the invocation. We have 3 veterans on this officiating crew tonight.
3 out of the 5.
3 out of the 5. So as they go to midfield, the 3 veterans, the veterans that are officials, will be doing the coin toss tonight instead of your normal referee.
Normally the white hat guy is the one that does all the coin toss and all the talking, but out of respect for the veterans, they're going to let them do it.
Very, very, very appropriate gesture. Right now they are giving instructions to both teams. Sure, the toss has been made. It looks like maybe Woodland has won the toss. Let's see what Woodland's decided here. Woodland is going to receive. They want the football.
The Miners are going to defend the north end zone. So
the Miners will have the wind at their back in the first quarter, and they will be kicking off. So we've got the coin toss out of the way. The Cougars have their run through up, ready to go, and the Miners have the inflatable helmet. A little tighter tonight, Coach. Put a little extra air in there.
Well, they got that fucker full.
Load right up.
Miners bouncing around. That helmet's rocking, and looks like we're about ready to get started.
And here they come.
Out, and here they come.
Miners make their way to the field as district runner-up, hosting first-round playoff game for the first time since 2015. You have been listening to the Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance pregame show on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your minor football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
KQIK FM Haleyville, KNNU, Antlers, a Canadian radio group station.
And, Coach, here we are. We're back for kickoff. First round of the playoffs hosted right here at Butler Jennings Stadium for the first time since 2015. And the Miners will kick off to start this ball game with the wind at their back, and defending the north end zone.
In the north end zone, we got the Miners getting ready to go. Coach Bear is giving his last instructions to set the tone of this game. Malachi Sunagui is jogging out to set the tee, and we're about ready to start.
Woodland comes in as the third-place team out of their district, and I expect a good game here tonight. Coach, both teams, I have young squads, but quality players on both sides.
Yeah, we're looking for a very, very, very competitive game. Both teams are equally matched. We're both equally sized, equally aged, and it's going to come down to who wants it more and who makes the fewest mistakes.
Well, Malachi's got it on the tee. He's waiting on the signal from the white hat. He has been given the okay to play football. So go Miners. Malachi toes it to about the 26, across the 30.
He's hit hard.
Ball is loose. Nope.
Ball
backwards. I thought the ball came out there, Coach. Nice job by the Miner coverage.
Miners are just hitting hard at the 30, and he didn't go any further than that.
Number 2, Dre Long on the return for the Cougars.
I think it might have been number 22, Aiden Reeves on the stop.
The Bobcat
snuck up on him and put a lick on him.
Just getting him a little taste here early, Coach. We'll get the rest of it later. I'll get my glasses on so I can see these names. I printed these rosters out too small. First down and 10, handoff.
And he's hit the line of scrimmage, and he is brought down for maybe a 1-yard gain.
Nice job there by the freshman, number 3, Aston Rowell. We're going to say no gain on first down, second down and 10.
Well, they gave him a forward progress a while ago, I guess. I think the ball was down at the 30, but they've given him ball spotted at the 32, so that's where the second down and 10 from there.
Yeah. Single receiver to each side. They go with the hard count, and
one of the discipline plays right there that we can't have. We jump and give them 5 yards. So instead of second and 10, now it's second and 5.
Those are the miscues that you don't want to see in the playoffs. Woodland goes with a type formation here. Going to run the option the other way. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. He's going to be close to the first down, but he's going to be short.
I don't know. Where
are they marking?
Our side.
Nope, they're going to give it to him, it looks like.
Wow.
Move those sticks. That's a favorable spot.
Certainly was. I didn't think he was close, but they gave it to him.
First down and 10 for the Cougars.
But there you go. I mean, that penalty cost you right there, first down.
Yes, it did.
Instead of being 3rd and 5, and then it's 1st and 10.
Cougars come out with three wide receivers to the near side.
Miners in showing man.
Takes the handoff, quarterback up the middle. He's broke a tackle, still on his feet. And he's brought down at midfield by number 54, Trace Morgan.
That play was slow developing, good blocking by the front of Woodland there. The guys couldn't get off of it to make a play.
Number 10, Aiden Rhodes is the quarterback. He's going to have 8 on first down, 2nd and 2. Two wide receivers to the far side. Quarterback hands it this time. He's going to have the first down. Ball goes across the 45 near the 44, 43-yard line. First down and 10.
Good push that time again by the line, getting him room right up the middle.
Miner defense, that first penalty there is kind of kept the drive going.
First and 10.
Handoff up the middle. And
stopping for maybe a 3-yard gain.
See where they blow the whistle. Short of the 40. We'll call it the 41-yard line. So gain of like about 2 on, we'll call it 3 on first down. 2nd and 7.
They're getting a good push still up front.
Two receivers to each side here. We're wide receiver set on 2nd and 7. Jet sweep coming at us. Miners turn it back in, and they get him down at about the 36-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4.
3rd down and 4 right here for the Miners. Let's see if we can get a good stop right here and not make it any closer. Make them have to think about it on 4th down.
Cougars go quick. Quarterback rolls to his left.
Ooh,
missed the tackle. Had another chance. Still have a chance.
They did stop him short of the first down. Had him short. Oh, he didn't get no gain on the play, huh?
Coach, the Miners did a really good job. Had a chance for a loss
and missed him, but now it's 4th down. Huge play for the Miners right here. And if you're in the stands, the Miner fans need to get up off their feet, because this is what the home field advantage is. What you need. Now watch the hard count here.
4th and 3. Cougars are going to go for it here. Ball spotted at the Miner 34. Handoff up the middle. He's met at the 6, and I think
know.
It's going to be close. Let's see where
Miners
the spot
don't
is.
think he made it.
See where they put the ball down. It's going to be close. Miners are saying no, but the official says yes. First down and 10.
They're not even going to measure.
First down and 10 Cougars, and Coach the Miners had a chance at him a couple of times, but he leaned forward right there at the end, and that's what made the difference. The Cougars set up 1st and 10.
1st and 10, huge play for the Woodland right there. It could have went either way. I'm really surprised they didn't measure that.
Jet sweep coming at us. Slips in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 on first down.
Some of that weather right there. He tried to plant and make a cut, and the turf didn't hold his shoes, and he lost more.
He lost 5. He lost 5
on the angles tonight or something.
I'm telling you.
It looked like he might have lost 2 or 3, and he's lost 5.
The angle, like new glasses, I guess.
So the angle, this window up here must be dirty.
James didn't clean the windows,
or maybe he cleaned them too good.
Dang it! 2nd and 15 here. Quarterback keeps it to his left. Quarterback keeper. He's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe another yard. So it's going to be a gain of about 6. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be 3rd down and long either way. We're going to call it 3rd and 9 here. And this is a big 3rd and 4th down. You figure Woodland will go for it inside the 40
Yeah,
here.
they're probably going to go for it regardless, but you can't don't let them get close.
You want to put them in a 4th and long situation if you can here. Tight formation. Quarterback's going to roll. He's looking. He's under pressure. Ball's away. Could be
in the air, and it's
knocked down by Gus. Dadgummit. He just about made the pick.
Coach Bear is wanting offensive pass interference. Needs to get him off the field before he gets a penalty for that.
Yeah, I thought the receiver played good defense there, but he got there early.
He got there, and Brett was waiting for the ball to come down. The official did not blow. I mean, it was offensive pass interference. But,
they're wanting to reset. They want to reset the clock here. 4th down and 9.
4th and 9. Tried the hard count, didn't work.
Hard count didn't work that time. Looks like they're going to take the timeout here. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
And we're back. 4th down and 9 coming up here, Coach.
4th down and 9 for the Woodland, and Miners going to stiffen their neck right here, deep inside their own territory. So Miners can 4th down, big play right here.
Motion to the far side. Looks like it's going to be a reverse.
Can we get out here and cover it?
Miners stretch it out.
No,
but
got by.
Got the edge, and he's going to have the 1st down. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 18. And, Coach, it looked like the Miners had it strung out there for just a minute, and then he got outside of our contain.
Yeah, he did. And we had it. Well, it looked like we had going to have him stopped, and for some reason that outside guy cut it, and he didn't get out there, and he looked like he had a good opportunity to, and then let him get around the edge.
Never really.
Another 4th down pickup for Woodland.
1st and 10, balls at the, we'll call it the 19-yard line. Woodland received the opening kickoff and has held the ball ever since. 5:09 left to play in the 1st quarter. Majority of the plays have been on the ground. Handoff up the middle. And the Miners get him down at about the 15-yard line. So gain of 4 on 1st down.
Like had Malachi and Rowell on the stop.
They're going to give him the 14-yard line, so we'll call it a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
The Miners had good 2 opportunities to get off the field, and they let it slip through their fingers both times.
Right now, Woodland looks over to get the play from the coach. Quarterback, handoff up the middle, tripped up. Going to make it to about the 12. Wasn't sure who reached out there, but Cameron Russell's in the backfield, Coach. I think he might have got a mid out there.
Got him out there, got him by the ankle, and got him down.
We're going to call it the 13.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 coming up. Now, they're on the muddiest part of the field right now. The field's pretty damp, so maybe this could be at the Miners' advantage if they can stiffen here. Quarterback rolls to his left. He's going to keep it. Chase in the backfield. Missed the tackle. He's outside. He's going to have the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal. And that's the 2nd time that we've shot a gap and just missed it.
I shot a gap, and we're just barely late getting there, but the defensive end on that side looks like he may be getting held, and I think Coach Bear is questioning that himself.
Ball's at the 4-yard line. Woodland will have 4 chances from the 4 here. And this is going to be one of those drives, Coach, that it's a lot of work. If you can keep them out of the end zone here, it would be a boost to your guys. Handoff up the middle.
He's going to
and he's going to be in for the score. And, Coach, that's a sustained drive to lead off the game here. Sets the tone early.
So they come in, they wanted the ball, and they got the ball, and they went for it twice on 4th down and got it both times.
Swinging gate, extra point alignment here. Let's see if they come back over and try the extra point or if they go with the play. Quarterback takes the snap, option play. We fall down at the 5, and he's going to be in. Dadgummit. Cannon Osier had him in his sights. Coach, and the footing there worked against us. And Woodland has the early lead. Cougars 8, Hartshorne 0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miners!
And we're back for the kickoff after Woodland scores on the opening possession, gets the 2-point conversion to run the score to 8-0 Cougars.
The Miners setting up, making sure there's no onside kick right now. Looks like they're setting up to kick it deep onside.
Good-looking drive there to start the game.
Good job by Woodland getting in position to get some points on the board. Not only did they get a point, they got the crucial 2-point conversion.
The ball spotted at the 40. It's kind of angled to the Woodland sideline. Deep down the numbers taken by Jackson Moody across the 30. And he's going to be tripped up at about the 33. So Hartshorne takes over 1st down and 10. Because that was a sustained drive. 3:07 left in the first quarter before Hartshorne touches the football.
Yeah, something like that. And then Woodland's not known to score a whole lot of points, but if their drives are all like that, then I can see why.
How to get off the field on 4th down. Miners come out, first offensive possession. 4 wide receivers. They move right to left across your radio. And in motion. Handoff up the middle.
Counter goes to Kelby Thompson, and he's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be maybe gained a half a yard. 2nd down and 9.5 per Coach Curlis's spot there. Four wide receiver set on 2nd and 9. Kelby's your running back. Pass is swung out to Cannon Osier, but it's too tall. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Miners. I don't know what happened there. Jackson got the snap, and he went to throw it, and then he didn't and pumped it and then tried to hurry and throw it again, which was off target. Looked like he looked at Brett early, but Cannon was the receiver on that play. Brett had pulled the coverage to the inside. 3rd down and 9. Passes away and almost intercepted. It falls incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down and 9. Miners have a 3 and out. Start the ball game. Not a very good start at all for the Miners. So the Miners are going to be in punt formation here as they bring the punt team on. Back deep, number 10. Aiden Rhodes, the quarterback. Jackson gets the punt away. Not a great punt. It's going to bounce from 45, roll inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, and that's where Woodland takes over. 1st down and 10.
take a quick timeout. You're listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big V feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
First down and 10 for the Cougars. Quarterback keeps it up the middle, across the 40, 45, 50,
tackle, and he's still going.
45, 40, 35, and he's forced out of bounds by Gus at about the 34-yard line. And Coach, the Miner defense is going to have to figure it out right now. Quarterback and the running back combination here is shown to be a formidable task for the Miners.
Man, that was twice now that they run that play right there, and it's went for positive yardage each time. They're just faking the jet, and quarterback's keeping it. So.
Single wide receiver to each side. Quarterback is actually now running the receiver position. New quarterback, handoff up the middle. He breaks it to the outside. He's going to have 7 or 8 on first down. Number 32, Nathan Bouchard.
As the game goes and the positive plays like that keep happening for Woodlands, they're just gaining confidence right now, and the Miners are losing it. So they need to get it figured out and get some stops right here.
Come with the tight formation here. Quarterback fakes the sweep, keeps it himself up the middle. He's going to have the first down. He's inside the 20 down to about the 19. And I think Coach Williams is going to try to straighten this group out
because they're just running right up the middle, and they, everything that they've talked about in the locker room during all week long is quarterback's going to run it a lot, and we just continue just to let him go.
The Miners come out here. First drive of the ball game had a couple of chances to get off the field, and a big penalty on third down or second down made it instead of 2nd and 9, you got 2nd and 4. Give up the first down on the fourth down and short. 2 fourth down conversions, and now here the Cougars are again within striking distance in the red zone.
Knocking on the door inside the 20. Miners definitely got to get something going. I don't know. We're just getting, there's a lot of room to run right up the middle.
High formation that they've had success with so far. Quarterback hands it underneath. Missed the tackle. Number 7 is the running back. He's going to be inside the 10.
First down.
He's got another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 8. And, Coach, what they've got is they're doing a lot of misdirection. Fake a handoff one way, hand it back the other direction. But that's where you got to be in gap discipline. Stay home.
They do run a lot of the same plays, just a bunch of eye candy going on before the play. Moving people around, making it look like something else, but it's really the same play.
Quarterback fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown.
Every time they've run trips to the right, they run that play right there, and it's been successful every time.
Well, right now, Woodland is kind of having their way with us defensively or offensively. Minor defense kind of on their heels right now, but with 59 seconds left in the first quarter, Hartshorne's had the ball for 3 plays. 4 if you count the punt. Woodland stays on, goes for 2, handoff up the middle. And he's going to be just short.
Short.
So the score remains Cougars 14, Miners 0. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brindley today for a free personal protection review.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
And we're back at Butler Jennings Field where the Miners find themselves in an early hole. Cougars have jumped out to a 14-0 lead. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. The Miners have had the ball for a total of 3 offensive plays and a punt. And we have 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Got to give credit to Woodland getting off the bus, coach, and putting together 2 good drives here.
They're ready to go. Miners seem to still have it.
Kicks away. It's going to be fielded by Cannon Osier at the 25, across the 30, 35. Going to be knocked down at about the 38, 37-yard line. First down and 10, Hartshorne.
Miners got to figure out how to get some positive yards right here. Some points on the board.
Right here's 4 wide receivers set. Cannon in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep. Cannon cuts it upfield across the 40, 45, 50. Tripped up at the 47-yard line. First down and 10, Hartshorne. First good play of the game.
Good play.
We've only had 3, so.
Picked up 13.
Ball's at the 47-yard line. First and 10, Miners. Hartshorne's going to go quick here. 3 receivers to the near side. Gus is the lone receiver on the far side. Fakes the handoff. Jackson keeps it, leans forward, still on his feet. He's across the 45, down to the 44.
Jackson gained about 3 yards that time. He got his hand, kept his footing, and gained about 3 yards. After, I thought he was going to be down.
3 receivers set. Handoff to Kelby up the middle, across the 40, 35, down to the 30, and now the Miners have a little offensive mojo of their own.
Good play that time. Counter for Kelby Thompson. Going off left tackle.
Coach, I've used mojo twice tonight. I don't think I've said that word all year.
And there's the end of the first quarter.
We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your Miner football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
First down and 10, Hartshorne. They've spotted the ball at the 30-yard line. First down and 10, ball spotted at the Cougar 30-yard line. Miners will be moving from left to right across your radio here in the second quarter. Fakes the handoff. Jackson keeps it, and he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage this time.
Yeah, faked the counter that time, tried to keep it, and Woodland was ready for it.
Second down and 10 coming up. Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side. Jackson rolls near. He's looking. Ball's away. And it's just wide. He had
Kendrick open.
Kendrick was loose in the secondary there.
They threw it and he threw it and had to turn around to go after it, and he just couldn't get to it. Third down and 10.
Miners drive to this point. The Miners had found something they liked, but on first down they got stacked up and went to pass on second. Hand off to Kelby. He's going to break the tackle. That's the first
down. He's still going.
And he leans towards the goal line.
How long did he get there?
Looks like he's going to be just short.
They're marking him just short of the goal line. Excellent run that time. Determination by Kelby Thomason trying to get to the end zone right there. First down and goal.
Kelby's a load when he gets going. He got really physical on that run right there, and he's just denied a touchdown. The ball spotted at the 1 yard line. Hand off to Kelby, and Kelby's going to lean forward. He's
touchdown.
Nice drive there by the Miners. Good physical runs by the backs. Line did a good job sealing the edge and getting him into open space.
Looks like the Miners are going to go for 2.
This is the bad end of the field, Coach. I think they probably just don't want to run the kicker out there knowing that he's going to be stepping in mud. Last time somebody went for 2 down here, or the first time when Woodland went for 2, our guy had him, but he slipped in the mud. So let's see what Hartshorne goes with here. 4 receivers to the near side. Pass is complete. Kendrick's going to have to work it up. Gets tripped up, and he needed to cut it up a little bit quicker, but he turned the wrong way, I think. It's going to be short of the goal line. So Cougars keep the lead, 14-6. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Knight Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your banking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown banker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hash and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And we're back at Butler Jennings Field, where Hartshorne will be kicking off with 11:07 left to play in the second quarter. Miners get on the board with a Kelby Thomason touchdown. Now Malachi Sunagui toes it up at the 40-yard line. Kick is away. It's going to be fielded at the 25. Across the 35, 40, still on his feet, down to about the 41-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will start, first and 10.
Well, it's fortunate that he fielded that kick. He caught it off the shoestrings, and fortunate that ball didn't kick away from him back into the Miners' hand.
Well, that would have been a nice break to catch right there. Let's see if the Miner defense
can get a stop right here.
Two wide receivers to the far side. Quarterback hands up the middle. And it looks like we have a flag on first down. Should be a hold. Again, gain of 9 on first down, but maybe somebody got caught with their hand in the cookie jar here. Yes, they did. Holding. Flag was laying at about the 43-yard line, so that'll move the ball back to the 30. Well, we're going to call it the 34. So first down and about 16. Handoff up the middle. A lot of room. Across the 40 to the 41. Goes back to the original line of scrimmage. Miner front is having a really tough time right now. I'll have to watch that battle up front, Coach. I'm not sure what they're doing to us, but we're just having a really tough time. They're running it right up the gut. It's time the backers step up. Gain of 6 on first down.
But he still gained 6 yards.
So third down and 4 coming up.
They are putting 2 tight ends and just outnumbered us up front. Very tight split.
Miners have everybody within about 7 yards of the football. Quarterback fakes a handoff, keeps it. He's across midfield.
First down.
Going to have the first down, but the Miners have moved everybody within about 7 yards of the football. Probably the right decision, Coach. They're not really hurting you in the air. They're just running it right down the middle of the field.
When you got you outnumbered up front there, so they're just out pushing it.
This time there's a handoff on a little bit of a sweep, jet sweep look. Gain of 3 on first down, 2nd and 7.
Looks like they might have been able to get a stop there, but they still gained 3.
Quarterback rolls to his right. Again, outnumbered. And he'll have the first down. And, Coach, I'm seeing Hartshorne jerseys 7 and 8, 10 yards downfield, and everybody's starting within 7 yards. They're going to have to get off these blocks.
Yeah, the front's just, they're just having their way with this up front.
Good-looking group. I mean, there's some strong kids on this line. We're going to have to find a way to battle through it. Go with the hard count, but the Miners don't jump. Handoff up the middle. Still on his feet. He's broke through. It's going to be a foot race. Gus is going to knock him out of bounds. But not until he's inside the 10. Miners bring in a few new bodies on that offensive line. See if a little fresh air can help. But they have to rethink the strategy
here. We go 3 wide left, and see if he runs quarterback. Yes, they do.
Oh, nice play there.
He's met behind the line of scrimmage, Kendon Russell. I think he might have sniffed that one out.
Hamden came with bad intentions, met the quarterback right at the line of scrimmage and dropped him. A little bit bigger bodies. Now, these are young kids on that front line. You got number 70, Braylon Eddington. Number 60, John O'Kelly. A little bit bigger bodies, but they're young. Let's see how they hold up here to this front line. Hand off up the middle again. Going to have 4 on second down, so it's going to be 3rd and 6.
They're running that overload set to the left side. And
Miners need a big play here. Quarterback rolls to his right, and he's got the edge. Touchdown. And, Coach, it's like what they're trying to do to us is they know we have to bring them in there to stop the run game up the middle of the field, and then once they get us cheating in just a little bit, they run the sweep.
There's something the Miners have got to try to figure it out. You know, but I know it could sound like a broken record, keep saying that, but they've run a handful of plays. You know,
some of these adjustments you have to make at halftime, but the Miners can't wait too much longer. Hand off up the middle, and he's going to be in for the 2-point conversion. And, Coach, they're just blowing us off the ball.
They're just moving us on the line, just moving us. And, I don't know what to say about that.
Give them credit.
They're just blocking us really good right now.
We'll take a quick time out here. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
At Steve Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
And we're back at Butler Jennings Stadium. We have Miners have just given up the score, and the Cougars extend their lead 22-6 with 6:45 left to play in the first half. And Coach, this will be a big drive for the football team, for the football game.
For Miners, they need to score on this drive, and they'll be getting the ball coming out at halftime. And if we do that, then we'll have the opportunity to maybe to tie it up, and at some point we're going to have to get a couple of stops.
Tonkwall leads Mound 7-0. All spotted at the 40. Here comes the kick. Kick is away off the outside of his foot. It rolls out of bounds. So Hartshorne has good field position to start. Hominy is all over Allen, 34-0. Stroud all over Chelsea, 33-0. Those are your district scores here in the first round. Miners trail at home, 22-6. Makes the handoff to Kelby, keeps it. Breaks a tackle across the 40, still on his feet. Finally down at the 40, we'll call it the 44. Nice job on first down there by Jackson to keep his feet moving. We're going to put it at the 43. Second down and 3.
A good job that time. Jackson looked like a read play, and he held it in his pocket as long as he could and pulled it, took off with it.
2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Kelby up the middle.
He's move, and he gets first down.
He's tripped up at the 50. Nice job by Kelby.
Move by Kelby Thomas.
Kelby's running hard tonight. I like it. That's the bad thing about Class A football, though, is everybody's going 2 ways. Kelby's out with a breather here. Easton Rowell in the ball game. Pass is thrown out, incomplete to Gus. I don't know if he lost his grip on it or if he just got a little heavy with it, but he threw it into the ground about 5 feet in front of Gus, 2nd and 10.
And I didn't notice during the warm-up, didn't look like he was throwing it very well. I don't know if the dampness of the ball has an effect on what he's doing or not, but it's certainly not as accurate as he normally is.
Takes the handoff. Jackson keeps it, and he's tripped up at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. Three receivers to the near side. Brett's the lone receiver to the far side. Jackson drops back, steps up. He's hit down at the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 10. Really didn't have much time there, Coach. He had to step up under the rush, and when he did, the backers were there.
Almost looked like it was a draw play.
So the punt team comes on, ball's at midfield. Your Hartshorne, this is a big possession here coming up defensively. Jackson gets the punt away. Bounces at the 26, rolls inside the 25 to the 24, 1st down and 10 Cougars. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and Miner football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners.
And off on 1st down. Number 32 on the carry, Nathan Bouchard. Gain of about 4, 2nd down and 6.
Line still getting, our main linemen, they're just getting blown off the ball.
Quarterback keeps it around the right side. He's going to be close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot him. He's going to be short, should be short. Flag comes in late. Let's see what the indication's going to be.
Well, I think they're going to call a late hit, which shouldn't be a late hit. They had a hold of him, and he just fell down.
Personal foul, face mask against the Miners. That's going to be 15 yards. Going to put the ball at about the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Right now, there's been 3 penalties, I think, in the ball game, and 2 of them have been big against Hartshorne.
You know, the things that we talked about that can't happen is happening against the Miners.
Handoff up the middle. Another big hole. Still on his feet. Bouchard down to about the 42-yard line. 9 yards on 1st down. Coach, give their kids credit. They're being physical at the point of contact here. And we're going to take a timeout, talk it over. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation. Little Miner Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little miner is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne miner and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plan to see you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Mining business is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue!
We're back at Butler Jennings Field. 2nd down and 1 for the Cougars. 3:20 left to play in the first half. Cougars with the 22-6 lead. Handoff up the middle. Bouchard breaks through, still on his feet, down to the 31. 1st and 10, Cougars.
The Miners coming in, they're just sticking their head down. They don't even see where the back is. They're just ducking their head and trying not to get blowed out, and the back's running right by us.
Right now, if you're the Cougars, I don't know why you do anything but run the football. You're having a lot of success. Takes the handoff. Quarterback keeps it this time. Camden Russell in the backfield. Backs him back at the 36-yard line. Nice play there by Camden. Braylon Eddington and John O'Kelly back in the ball game here on 2nd and 16.
That was a play right there. They went to more than wide out set and tried to sneak the quarterback again, and didn't work. We might have that play figured out.
And they're going to get it back on jumping here. Golly, guys, we've got to be disciplined here. It's going to be the second big offside penalty against the Miners. That gets them back to 2nd and 10. Cougars break the huddle.
We got trips to the left.
Handoff up the middle. Bouchard, open field. He's going to have the first down. Can we get him before he gets to the sticks? And the ball comes out. That should be a touchback. That should be a touchback. The ball went through the end zone. That's a touchback. That's an easy call. Let's see if they get it right here.
He dove for the pylon and lost the football, and then the
ball came out and went through the end zone.
They're going to rule him down short of the goal line.
There's no way. There is no way.
He practically threw the ball at the pylon, what actually happened.
He stuck his arm out trying to extend to get the touchdown, and it came loose while he's in the air. There's no way that's not a touchdown.
Down, unless he stepped out of bounds over there.
I think Woodland's going to call the timeout, but Coach Bear's going to want to talk to the Wyatt here, and I don't blame him at all. That's a big play in this ball game. And it was easy to see from here. You could see the ball go past the pylon on the inside, and it goes out of bounds. That would be a touchback, and there's no way he could be down at the 3, and that ball came loose while he was in the air.
Obviously, they've done made the call. They're not going to change it, but I
He's
agree.
going to say he was out of bounds. Well, if he was out of bounds, he's further back up the field than that. He could be out of bounds at the 5 or 6, but he can't be out of bounds at the 3 because he had already dove. But the call's going to stand. Hartshorne's going to have to play 1st and goal from their own 3 here with 1:43 left to play in the first half. And the Cougars have had their way on the ground through this first half with the Miner defense. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to be in for the score. Coach, the penalties are one thing, the breaks are another, and right now nothing seems to be going Hartshorne's way.
Nothing at all. And the things that we needed to go our way are not.
And give a lot of credit to the Woodland.
So we haven't been able to stop him.
He
busted a big run right there. We're wanting a call at the end to help us out, but realistically, he made a good run.
Hand off on the sweep, and he's in for it. Looks like we got a flag though. He was in for the 2-point conversion, but we have a flag.
We're going to call holding.
Holding's the indication. 28-6, pending the 2-point conversion. Let's see what they.
I don't know why acting like he don't really.
Dead ball, personal foul, face mask. Okay. Well, the 2-point conversion is going to be good. So it's 30-6 with 1:39 left to play. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends, 105.9 and the new 92.3.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck service. Come see why southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Knight Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
Well, after the 15-yard penalty on the dead ball face mask, ball spotted at the minor 45 for this kickoff. If you're a minor kickoff return guy, you got to be ready for the onside kick here. They have nothing to lose. 1:39 left to play in the first half, and they feel like they can go for the throat right here. You got to be ready.
And we're standing there with our hands on our hips, and they all don't look like they're ready to go, and they could have very easily probably got away with it.
Kick's going to be deep, and it's going to go into the end zone, so Hartshorne gets it at the 20. Turn of events right there. I mean, I agree with you, Coach. I mean, we're needing a call on a long run.
Well, I was just concerned about the face mask call. They called it after the play. Dead ball foul?
I would have thought that would have been a personal foul if it was dead ball face mask. First down and 10, 4 wide receiver set, fakes the handoff. Jackson keeps it stacked up at the line. Second down and 10 coming up here for Hartshorne. Miners stay with the 4 wide receiver set here. Jackson rolls to his left or to his right, passes away. Caught. Gus got it. 35, 40, makes a move. 45. He's up to about the 47. First down and 10, Hartshorne.
That was very close. It was hard to tell that Gus even had the ball until he come out of there with it. It was almost intercepted.
Yeah, Jackson's got to get rid of it a little bit quicker, but it was quick enough. So first down and 10. Ball set to the 49. 3 receivers to the far side. Jackson's back. Looks to Gus again. And they're not on the same page. He threw it to the defender, but the defender couldn't hold on to it. He was expecting an out. Gus went on a fly pattern.
Out and up.
Second down and 10. That was just...
that spot, he just put it like second and 11. He didn't even put it back on the line of scrimmage.
Sees clean windows, Coach.
Well, I'm sitting on the line of the ball now, so.
Jackson avoids the rush. He's in trouble. He's going to go down in the backfield. 3rd and 11. Timeout for the Miners. You're listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
First National Bacon Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your baking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown baker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hass and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At the Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
We're back at Butler Jennings Field for 3rd down and 11. Ball spotted at the 40. Looks like it's spotted at the 47, but it should be at about the 49. So it's going to be 3rd and 11, and it should be 3rd and 10. Jackson rolls to the near side. Under pressure, passes away. Ball's incomplete. A little bit behind Cannon, but I thought Cannon probably should have caught it.
Yep, now it's 4th down. 32 seconds left in the go till halftime.
Jackson just does not have much time here. .32 seconds left to play in the first half. 4th down. And 11. The Miners are going to go for it. Jackson drops back. Passes away. Going to let Gus make a play on the ball. Ball is incomplete.
Grief. Hit him right in the gut.
27 seconds left.
I mean, it was thrown up for grabs and jump ball, but Gus did a good job of getting position and holding his guy off, and comes back with the ball, and they hit him right in the number. A catch that he'll make 99% of the time. So things just aren't going well for the Miners. 27 seconds to go, and the Miners have got to try to defend. And you haven't been able to defend them yet. I mean, they still got one timeout left, so they can still run the ball here. They can throw it middle of the field. So lots of things happening here, but I think there's 5 seconds on the play clock. I don't know if they'll get this play off.
And the flag.
They didn't.
Not sure what they were doing there.
I don't know if they were trying to time that, or where that's what happened, to try to hurry up and get you off guard. It looked like he's going to have a lot of running room.
47-yard line of the Cougars. 1st down and 15. Quarterback rolls to his right. They've got the edge. Cuts it back inside. Ball's going to be spotted at the Miner 42. We have a flag. And the Hartshorne's going to have another penalty, it looks like.
I don't know what they're calling here. There's another play which shouldn't have been a late hit or anything. Penalty against Hartshorne, whatever it is.
Another dead ball penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Miners. Coach, these are big penalties, and they're really putting this Hartshorne team in a bind right now. Coach Bear's getting the explanation from the white hat. He doesn't look like there's too much of an argument here. First down and 10. Ball spotted at 27. 19 seconds left to play. Quarterback rolls to his right.
He got wide open.
And touchdown, Cougars. Coach, the wheels have kind of come off here at the end of the first half. Give Woodland a lot of credit. They are very physical.
They've come in this ball game ready to go. I thought it would.
Handoff on the sweep, stutter step. Miners have him in the backfield. If they can keep him from leaning forward, he's still moving. But he's going to be short. So the score remains Cougars 36, Miners 6, 12 seconds left to play in the first half, and the Miners have given up 2 scores here late that they just could not give up.
7 seconds to go in the half, and we give up a touchdown. I mean, that's just 19 seconds to go, and they got 1 timeout, knowing that at some point they're probably going to throw the ball. They're going to have to, and then we just leave it wide open. We play the run. That's all they done the whole game. Run, and then the time on the clock tells you they're going to have to pass it, and we wasn't ready for it.
Twelve seconds left to play in the first half. Cougars out in front to a big lead here.
Really wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a lot better ball game than this. And I really didn't see them moving our line as much as they have been.
Well, they must have seen something on tape all week, Coach. When you win the toss in high school, typically you defer. This time they wanted the football. They wanted to establish early that they could control the tempo of this game, and they've done exactly that. You got 2 young teams, but one of them has come out here tonight, and they've played with their hair on fire, and the other one's played a little bit apprehensive. Ball goes out of bounds. Miners will have good field position, but there's only 12 seconds left in the half. Hartshorne takes over first down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. It was on the wrong side of the stripe, gentlemen.
Make up for the spot that's put out there last.
I guess, yeah, that's what we're doing. 3 receivers to the far side for Hartshorne. Jackson, handoff up the middle to Kelby. Kelby breaks a tackle up to about the 44, and I think the Miners are going to go to halftime here and try to figure some things out. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Hartshorne Miner football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Little Minor Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little miner is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne miner and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plan to see you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Mining difference is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue! Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we've got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation. Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and Miner football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners. Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
Well, we're back at Butler Jennings Stadium, where the Woodland Cougars have jumped out to a first half lead over the Hartshorne Miners, 36-6. And Coach Woodland has come out from the very first possession and controlled the tempo of this game.
And the Cougars come out firing right off the bat, and the Miners have had no answer for anything that they have put in front of us. We can't. We're getting blowed off the ball. We're penalties. We're just stuff that we don't need to happen is all happening, and everything's going the Cougars' way.
Well, right now, other district scores: Tonkawa 34, Mound 0, Stroud 39, Chelsea 6. Of course, our score here 36-6, Woodland, and Hominy 42, Allen 0. And we mentioned it a little earlier. District that we're crossing with got some quality teams in it this year.
Yeah, the Woodland might have finished third in their district, but they certainly are a very good football team.
I think as you look at these scores from around the district, you can see that those teams that come out of that district, they were very competitive. Well, games were usually not as high scoring as the games in our district. So you look at that and you say, well, maybe they're not as good offensively. I think they just have some good clubs.
Woodland come in here, they're traveling 2.5 hours to get here, and they get off the bus and warm up. They look to be about the same as the Miners as physically, but when they come out onto the field, there's a lot more to them than just that, because they have dominated this ball game thus far.
Really own the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We got to give them a lot of credit, Coach, and the game plan they have has been pretty steady. They've thrown up maybe 2 passes, and one of those is for a touchdown when you got to come try to stop the run. So that being said, kudos to that the coaching staff and to the kids, because they are playing well of the ball game to this point. You're listening to the Raw Trucking Capital Equipment VGM halftime extravaganza from Butler Jennings Stadium. And Coach, my voice is just about done.
Well, if you're relying on me to do the whole rest of the show, then we may just be in trouble.
Well, we've run into some cold and flu season issues here at the school this week. Luckily, none of the players seem to have been affected too much by it. The elementary and the middle school have really been hit. And, it's good for my family, I guess, because they won't have to listen to me all weekend. But I started feeling this come on yesterday, and, man, I woke up this morning, I thought Coach Curlis is going to have to put on a saddle and carry us.
Well, I would try the best that I could, but me, I'm not the best gapper out there. I tend to feed off of what everybody else says.
Well, Coach, the Miner band's on the field. Miner band has had an outstanding fall.
They have done an excellent job this year thus far with the band. But if you ever try to get out there and play one of those instruments with frozen lips, then you might want to give it a try. It's very difficult to do, and they still getting out there and doing very good.
Well, we've had warm enough weather this year. We haven't had anybody get stuck to their instrument, so that's good. But we get into this part of the season, you never know. Those cold fronts come through here, and being in the band is actually good. It's hazardous work. Coach, looking at some other stuff here, trying to get you some more information on these ball games. Tonkawa is not, they probably made it to half by now, but that score's from the second quarter. Stroud's at halftime with Chelsea. Obviously, we're at halftime here. Hominy and Allen, that's probably a halftime score. It's a score from the second quarter, but they're probably at halftime by now. But Coach, we talked about it in the pregame show. You could look at it two ways. This Woodland team coming here tonight on a two-game losing streak. That could be wait for that shoe to drop, or it could be motivation. And it looks like the Cougars are motivated to come out here and perform better than they have the last couple of weeks.
They really have, and we just got to give it to them. Their game plan that they have is certainly we've had been a great one, because we haven't not been able to stop anything. We had our opportunities the first drive to get off the field twice on fourth down and didn't do it, and that's been our only chance to stop them, outside maybe a fumble that went out the end zone that we should have got, but that was after a 20-yard run there. So we have not been able to stop them at all.
Well, you're listening to the Capital Equipment Raw Trucking the Gym halftime extravaganza on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. If you can't make it to the game, come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your minor football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big V feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
And we're back with the Capital Equipment Raw Trucking the Gym halftime extravaganza, where the Hartshorne Miners find themselves on the wrong end of a 36-6 score, and they will get the football to start the second half. They need to have a good possession there.
Needs to be a good possession there. Needs to be a good half in order to just to have a chance to win this ball game at the end, because everything has been going the Cougars' way thus far. So the only way to get back into this ball game and have a chance at the end was for everything to go our way second half. And you're going to have to limit the Cougars to maybe one score is all you can give up this half. If we give up more than that, then it's probably going to be out of reach.
Coach, if you're a minor offensive player right now, you've got to look at it as we've just got to chip away. And hopefully we get enough chipped away that in the fourth quarter we've got a chance.
Every possession, I mean, they have scored on every possession they have. We haven't yet to make them punt. So, and we've had to punt several times. Coming out to the second half, we're going to have to have every possession count. We're going to have to score on every possession, and then have to possibly get a turnover or two to have some quicker possessions to hopefully get back in this game.
Well, the Miners came in on a winning streak after the Stroud loss. The Miners win out. Excuse me. But that's one thing that you can say is the schedule is maybe a little bit front loaded for Hartshorne because we saw some really good teams early, really physical teams early, and then get into a stretch there towards the end of the season. Of course, Allen was pretty athletic. You got to say that, and then so was Liberty. Pretty hyped up with a chance to win that ball game and come in here second in the playoffs. But you didn't see the same quality that you saw against Stroud, and that that showed up in the district standings. Stroud just kind of ran off with it.
And tonight was the Cougars are doing some of the same kind of stuff that Stroud did. They were overloading one side and just running right at it, and we're getting blowed off the line. So maybe they took a page out of Stroud's book and noticed that we had trouble with it because we're still having trouble with it. Kids are just going to have to figure out how to get that stopped.
Well, Coach, we get to the playoffs. We want to thank everybody who helps us bring you Miner football each week. Our friends down at Hugo and Antlers, at the Payne Media Group. I want to thank Lauren, Will, folks back there that deliver, the show to the studio or from the studio out to our listeners. I want to thank all of our sponsors. We couldn't do it without those folks. Josh Hass, AAA Insurance Agency, Lindley's Grocery, Raw Trucking, Capital Equipment, Hartshorne First Assembly, Cornerstone Baptist Church, Sam Wampler's Freedom Fork.
Yeah, we certainly are appreciative of all of our sponsors out there, and they've been with us all year long, and some of them have been with us for years, and certainly do appreciate every one of them.
Yeah, Hartshorne Feed and Seed, the guys down there, Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance, Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse, The Gym in Hartshorne, Little Miner Learning Center, and First National Bank and Trust of Hartshorne. All those folks, if you get a chance, tell them you appreciate them supporting Miner athletics and allowing us to bring you these games each week. Coach, right now Hartshorne going to have to kind of change their focus a little bit. They've got to fix some things, obviously. You got to hold them right here. You can't let them continue to score, but at the same time, you've got to stay locked in. You've got to look at it as one possession at a time. You're not going to make up all 30 points at one sitting.
Come out here one possession at a time and move the ball down the field and see where you're at the end. If we can score on every possession, we've shown we can move the ball. We just got to eliminate the negative plays in early first and second down. So once we've stayed and with the change, we've been able to move the ball effectively, and just fortunate that things haven't gone our way on defense. So defensively, we got to figure out how to get them stopped and not get blown off the ball.
Well, you're listening to the Raw Trucking Capital Equipment, The Gym, halftime extravaganza. We'll be right back. You're listening to Q Country Legends on 105.9 and new 92.3.
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company. Our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brindley today for a free personal protection review.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your minor football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Minor Nation.
At the Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Minor Nation.
Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and minor football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners. Little Minor Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little minor is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne minor and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plans with you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Minor difference is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your banking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown banker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hash and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Knight Expressway, or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
And we're back with the Raw Trucking, Capital Equipment, The Gym, halftime extravaganza. Miners are coming back out on the field. Woodland's already back out on the field warming up. So we're just a few minutes away from the second half of the first round of the playoffs. The Miners have some work to do. It's time to get out the old pick and shovel and get to work.
Miners got a lot of work to do, and they dug themselves a hole in the first half. Things not going our way on defense. Not a whole lot going our way on offense. When we have put up 6 points, but right now the Miners have got to figure out a way to get them stopped and get some more points up on the board.
Well, I think you got a couple of things at work here. You've got a pretty good squad over there from Woodland. and you've got a team that come out here and didn't really get going. If you're Hartshorne, the first possession was a 3-and-out after a very long drive by the Cougars. So you put your defense right back on the field, and that right there has kind of been the story of the first half. The defense just never really recovered from that first drive.
You know, the Miners after that first drive, that 3-and-out, that seemed to be it. There's nothing. I mean, we did score on the next possession, I believe, but after that, we didn't. We haven't been able to stop them at all. And then it's concerning because they're just running the ball right down our throat.
Well, the Miners are back over to their sideline. They're going to receive the first possession here, receive the kickoff. And when you're in enemy territory, you got to be wary of the onside kick here. They're playing with house money right now.
I wouldn't be so surprised if they were a lot bigger than us and just stronger than us, all that. But I don't see that. And I guess they must be because they are blowing us off the ball. I don't know. Maybe we're outnumbered. Maybe they're all getting double teamed. By the time they get to the second level, they've already gained 5 or 6 yards for the most part. And for the most part, the linebackers are getting blocked also. So they're making it all the way to the third level, and safeties are having to make the play. That's never good when you're playing. You're playing football and your safety's making the leading tackler for that game.
Absolutely not. They're going to have to shore up some things. That's for sure. You've been listening to the Capital Equipment, the Gym Raw Trucking Halftime Extravaganza on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Miners are huddled up at the 40. Officials have conferenced. Now they are dispersed around the gridiron. The Miners will be receiving in the south end zone. Woodland will kick and defend the north, so Hartshorne will be moving from left to right across your radio. I think your sister's telling her I'd tell you something.
Yeah, she's. I ain't listening to her. Now she's giving me hand signals.
I may have to use hand signals myself. My Coach O voice is even gone. I don't even think I can say go Miners. So here we go. Second half needs to belong to the Hartshorne Miners if they want to advance in the playoffs. Ball spotted at the 40. Whitehead has given the okay, and here comes the kick. Deep kick, fielded by Jackson at the 16. He drops it, picks it back up, across the 20, 25, 30, still on his tackle, 35.
It's down to tackle.
42-yard line, first down and 10. Nice return by Jackson Moody. So now the Miner offense with a lot of ground to make up here.
Got to go quick, and we got to have a lot of possessions if we want to get back in the game.
Jackson swings it out to Cannon. He catches it. He's still on his feet. 49-yard line, gain of 6, 7 on first down. Second and 4, Coach.
Second down and 4. Good throw by that time. A better throw. I'm not going to say it was good. It was a better throw that time. It was completed.
Jet sweep. Cannon cuts it up. He's across midfield to the 49, short of the first down. Close. Let's see where he spots it. Now, wait a minute. The officials have switched sides. This official was on the visiting side in the first half. Now he's on the home side. The other guy must have got his feelings hurt. Third down and a long one here. Jackson fakes the handoff. And he's not going to have it.
Man, the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Going to be fourth down. Might have lost a half yard. They're going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, but it's still 4th and 1. Jackson's going to keep it. He leans forward. He should have enough for the first down.
First down.
First down and 10 Miners.
First down, Miners.
I will say that this official must have really good eyes because it's right on the line. I mean, it's very, very close. He's looking all the way across the field. And he's
Coach, it's a playoffs. You got to get the 18 out here. They didn't send a bunch of scrubs. Passes away. It's dropped. Cannon was open at the 45, and I think he had a little bit of room there to the first down.
He had a lot of room. Faked the outside swing pass and had Cannon set down in the flat right there out of the slot, and ball was there, delivered perfectly, and he just dropped it.
2nd and 10. 4 wide receiver set here. Jackson drops back. Screen play. Kelby's got it. First down. Ball spotted at the 38. Call it the 37. 1st and 10.
Should be 1st and 10, but they're going to say a yard short. That's that angle again.
Well, I'm looking at this guy over here. He actually backed up a little bit, Coach. I think they went with the far side spot. 3rd down and 1. 3 receivers to the near side. Brett's the lone receiver to the far side. Takes the handoff. Jackson keeps it. He cuts it up. Should have enough for the first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 36.
First down.
Got a little bit of running room that time, but a little bit of running room that time. Some of it was created all by Jackson Moody there. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass is complete to Brett. He's going to be tripped up inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line.
If you're watching in a truck or listening, make sure your headlights are turned off.
Jackson keeps it. No gain.
The vehicle that just flashed her lights at us, tell the guy next to you to turn theirs off.
Third down and 3. Jackson keeps it to the near side. Gets behind Kelby. Squirts through. He's going to be at about the 25. He should be close.
He's close to first down if he's on the 25. First down.
First down it is.
First down.
Minor offense. Except the first down. haven't changed the down marker over there, but it is first down. Makes the handoff. Jackson keeps it stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Might give him a half a yard here. Let's see where they spot him. Going to give him the 24-yard line. And we'll give him half a yard on first down, 2nd and 9.
Still getting got past the line of scrimmage or lineman. He was running right into the linebackers.
Passes away, caught by Gus. He's going to fight across the 20. Down to about the 19. He's going to be 4 yards short. Going to be 3rd and a long, 4, maybe even 5 here. Three receivers to the far side. Jackson. Pass is complete.
Complete that time. The same play we threw a while ago that Cannon dropped that hit him right in the hands, and that time ball was thrown a little bit wide. He had to lay out for that one, and he makes the catch.
I've always thought when the quarterback hits you right in the numbers, that's more pressure because everybody knows you should catch it.
You should catch it. Throw it out a little
Throw it away from him a little bit. I can lay out and make that catch.
Yeah, man, that's one try harder because it's a ESPN highlight play.
Jackson rolling to his left.
Ooh, was it face
mask is going to be the indication
every
here.
Every flag in the stadium was thrown on that one.
5 officials. I see 6 hankies. One guy must have thrown 2.
He threw 2. He had his back up.
That should be
definitely should be should be a personal foul as he was yanked down by it.
Half the distance to the goal line, so the ball's inside the 10, down to the 9. First down and 5. Jackson was in the backfield, but you get half the distance on a 15-yard penalty there, so you don't get the full 15. Jackson rolls to his right. He's looking for a receiver. Cuts it down, pulls it down, cuts it inside, and he's going to be stacked up at about the 13-yard line.
Stop for a loss right there. Tried to roll the pocket out right there, and something like that, Jackson could probably just throw it away out of the back of the end zone or something, not take a sack there.
Going to give him a yard on first down, 2nd and 9.
No, it was 1st and 5.
Oh, that's right. Lost them. Takes the handoff to Kelby, keeps it down to about the 11. Call it the 12.
Third down and 8, and there's not a lot of running room.
You're definitely in 4-down territory here, but you'd like to shorten up that 4th down play if you can. Pass was thrown away at the 10.
We dropped back to pass that time. There was nobody open. Now it's 4th down.
So now you have 4th down and 9. Hartshorne needs to get it down to about the 5-yard line here for the first down. And the screen, ball's incomplete, and that's where the Cougars take over first down and 10.
The Miners get all the way down inside the 20 and come away with no points.
Couldn't tell there if that ball was behind him or if he just didn't get both hands on it. But ball's incomplete. First and 10, Cougars. This will give us a pretty good indication of what the Miner defense worked on at halftime here.
We gained about a yard on the play, second down.
Quarterbacks across the 20 to the 21.
We'll bring up third down and about long one. Maybe two.
First down.
First down. Out across the 30 to the 34, first and 10 Cougars. They're out of the shadow of their goalpost now.
That was a perfect opportunity to maybe force a punt right there, try to get off the field. But, again, slowed us off the ball, and he had plenty of room to run.
Well, when you get down to third down and they're inside their own 20, you figure if you can get them stopped there, they're probably going to punt it because they don't want to give you the ball on short field. They get it out to the 40, 50-yard line. Now they're going to have 4 downs to play with every time. Breaks a couple of tackles across midfield, forced out of bounds at the Miner 42-yard line, and Bouchard is running wild in the Miner backfield again.
He is one of the seniors on the team, and it kind of shows that time he was hit squared up that time by Easton Rao, and didn't phase him at all. He brushed it off and broke the tackle, hit at the line of scrimmage, and picked up 15 yards.
End off up the middle, dragging Miners with him across the 40 to the 39. Gain of 7 on first down, second and 3. Coach, this would be a bat breaker if Miners can't get off the field here. It was a pretty uphill battle anyway coming into the second half, trailing by 30, but you can't get down by 38 here with the
first down.
Miners took a lot of time off the clock on their drive, and now Woodland's going to take a lot of time off on their drive. You're going to be left with 12 minutes to try to make up this deficit. First and 10 at the Miner 25-yard line.
Here comes the trips left. It's all this formation. It's been quarterback run every time. Let's see if you do it again.
Quarterback sweep.
He's going to pass. And it was wide open, and it was dropped.
Not sure what happened there. Brett went on an inside move, but he was 5-6 yards behind him. If 7 catches that, he's going to outrun him to the corner.
He did. And he ran kind of a slant inside and then broke it out. And Brett's eye is a believer in the backfield because the quarterback's been running it so much. And he was just open, but dropped it.
Second and 10. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. He's going to have the 20, the 15, the 10. Forced out of bounds at the 1. Coach, this drive started back at the the Cougar 12-yard line.
Well, we still have no answer. They're still blowing us off the ball. We've got some new linemen in the game, but it doesn't matter who's in the game. Right now, they're just at will.
Hand off inside. Looks like he's going to be just short of the goal line. Ball spotted at the half-yard line. Second down and goal. Same play. And he's in for the score.
Touchdown.
Tonkawa Mounds is 47-0. That's a third quarter score. Tonkawa leads. Stroud 52, Chelsea 6. Hominy 52, Allen 0. Pass is complete to the outside, but Brennan Kendrick does a nice job. Gets him down at the 4. Point after is no good. 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Woodland 42, Hartshorne 6. Take a quick timeout. You're listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9, the new 92.3.
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
KQIK FM Haleyville, KNNU, Antlers, a Payne Radio Group station.
And we're back at Butler Jennings Field. The Miners are in a deep hole with 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Woodland 42, Hartshorne 6.
Now, the Miners drove all the way down the field inside the 15 and come away with no points, and then they take it from there and march it all the way down the field and get 6.
Kickoff will be returned by Cannon Osier. He's across the 30, 35, drugged down from behind at about the 38. First down and 10, Hartshorne. Now Hartshorne's going to have to go quick. Coach, I thought the last two possessions in the first half kind of where it got away from them. Now you find yourself in a 36-point hole. You've got a lot of things to get done in 12 minutes. Kelby on the handoff across the 45 up to the 47.
Strong running again by Thompson. He was met at the line of scrimmage, shook that one off, and then hit again and shook that one off, and took it all the way down to pick up 8. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
You're listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big V feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company. Our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brindley today for a free personal protection review.
Pass is complete to Kendrick. Brennan is brought down right at the 50. That should be good for a minor first down.
Quick out pass to Kendrick, and he was able to make a guy miss and then pick up the first down.
4 wide receiver set here for Hartshorne. I'll be moving from right to left across your radio. Takes the handoff. Jackson keeps it stuffed right at the line. I think they've decided they really don't want Jackson Moody to beat him with his feet. Pretty well taking him out of the ball game here. He's had a couple of decent runs, but the bread and butter stuff has just not been there. Jackson rolls to his right to set up the screen and just about threw it into a interception. Stayed home and covered Kelby up that time. Third down.
That play was about disastrous.
Three receivers to the far side. Brett's the lone receiver on the near side. Ball's away. It's going to be way over Brett's head here. It's going to bounce at about the 12. Brett had bracketed coverage there. The cornerback was playing him head up, but he had a safety over the top. Brett had split the coverage, but the throw was just long. Punt formation for the Miners. Jackson gets it away. It bounces at the 24, rolls. It's going to go into the end zone, and the Cougars will start at their own 20, first down and 10. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
First down and 10 for the Cougars at their own 20-yard line. 10:45 left to play in the ball game. Woodland out to the big lead, 42-6. And we have a flag before the snap. Looks like we're going to have a false start here. Some clean uniforms come in for the Cougars.
That'll be their second penalty that they have of the game. Woodland played very, very clean. Haven't turned the ball over. Been methodical with their drives.
They've done a really good job. You got to give them credit. And off on the sweep. Tripped up at maybe the 15, 16-yard line. Gain of 1, 2nd and 14. Want to take this opportunity. Well, we have Cougars are coming to the line here, 2nd and 14. Hand off up the middle. Miners get there, but they missed the tackle. Ball had come loose briefly, but I think he was down. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Not as big a push as now with the line. I'm guessing some of the linemen that they are substitutes.
You've got some new uniforms in there on the offense for the Cougars. Handoff up the middle. Going to be stacked up at the 24, 4th down. And if you're on that second unit offense, you did your job there. You didn't turn the ball over and you kept the clock moving. 4th down and 7. Punts away. Gus is going to let it roll. It's going to go down to the Miner 46, 1st down and 10. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
Swing pass to Gus Miller.
Pick up
on
about
1st down.
5 on the play.
Four wide receivers set here for the Miners. Jackson drops back, passes away. Goes through Brett's hands, incomplete. 3rd down. Heard his footsteps, I think, there, Coach.
Yeah, the pass was thrown just to the inside, kind of leading him towards the defender, and Brett tried to reach out and pull it back in, but it went right through his hand. He did have a defender closing on him fast.
Third down and 6. Hendrick on the sweep, cuts it up. Gets to about the 43-yard line. 47-yard line. Fourth down and 4 now. Three receivers to the far side. Jackson rolls. Screen pass back to Kelby, incomplete. Ball goes over on down. Going to take a timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South Georgia Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
And off up the middle. Number 2 on the carry. Dre Long.
We'll pick up about Long 3, maybe 4.
Second and 7. Take this opportunity to thank our sponsors again. First National Bank and Trust Company of Hartshorne, Little Minor Learning Center, The Gym in Hartshorne, Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse, Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance, and Hartshorne Feed and Seed. Hand off around the left side. And he's going to make it down to about the 45-yard line. It's going to be third and 3. Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Cornerstone Baptist Church, Hartshorne First Assembly, Capital Equipment, Raw Trucking, Lindley's Grocery, and Josh Hass AAA Insurance Agency. All of those sponsors are the reason we can bring you minor football on Friday nights in the fall. Get a chance to go tell those folks you appreciate them. I know they would think a lot of it. Third down and 3 here for the Cougars. Handoff up the middle. He's going to have the first down. Squirts through to about the 40-yard line. First down and 10 Cougars. Definitely want to throw a shout out to our folks back at the studio, Payne Media Group. Lauren Brown, Will Payne, and the guys down there in Hugo and Antlers. They have made this an enjoyable experience over the last several years. And I know we have a lot of folks that are able to follow our team because of the Payne Media Group. And we thank them for all of their work and their patience. A couple of hacks. First down play across the 40 to the 39, gain of 1. Coach, I hope you weren't offended. I threw you in there as a hack.
You did?
I did, yeah. Just hacks.
I didn't know.
Well, we're not really professionals.
Oh, well, I thought somebody was hacking it.
Oh, no.
Impersonating it.
I don't think either one of us was smart enough to hack into anything. Have a flag on the play. Ball start is the indication against the Cougars. 4:58 left to play. Cougars have a big lead here, 42-36. They're going to advance into the second round of the playoffs.
42-26.
42-6, yes. Ball's on the ground. Picks it up. I think they're going to call him down.
Snap was low and quarterback went to his knee to pick it up. Once he touched the ball with his knee down, he's down.
That'll move the ball back to the 49-yard line. Third down and about 18. Woodland will travel to Gore next week. That will be a tall order for either of these teams because Gore has been on a little bit of a roll this year. Handoff, we missed him about 3 times. He's going to be inside the 30, and he's got the first down on 3rd and 18.
And y'all say when he starts running, somebody jumps up in the air. They don't know why.
Next time they take a snap, we'll be under 4 minutes left to play in the ball game. Handoff up the middle. Miners are there this time.
Mm-hmm. 65, Cameron Talent. On the stop.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Hand off on the sweep right at us. He trips over the 33-yard line, it looks like. Well-placed clump of grass.
No, he did that on purpose.
Tackle goes to the groundskeeper. 3rd down and 12.
Justin Faulkner on the stop. I think he's the one that painted those lines.
Yeah, he dropped a little paint right there. Sweep around the left side. Across the 25 down to the 24. It's going to be 4th down and 5. Coach, all night long we would come through that gap. We would just be just short. I don't know if we're taking a bad angle or if they're leaving us open to run through that gap, knowing that we're not going to get to it.
No, we're going to get to it. We haven't got to it all night long.
Same play. Missed the tackle this time, but they get him down. So Hartshorne takes over on downs with 2 minutes left to play in the ball game. Miners will end their season with a district runner-up and a home playoff game, but the Woodland Cougars are going to leave here with the win and a 2nd round game against Gore. Definitely want to give a lot of credit to the Woodland players and coaches for their performance tonight. They have come in here and established just about anything they wanted to do on either side of the ball. You got to give them a lot of credit for that. But Hartshorne never seemed like they could get going. Got a timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your baking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown baker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hash and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At the gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
Pass is complete on 1st down to Cannon Osier at the 30. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Hand off up the middle to Aiden Reeves. He's tripped up at the 31. 3rd down and 3.
Had some good blocking up front that time. I didn't see. Somebody must have stuck out a hand and got tripped Reeves up there. Like he had some room to go.
Pass is complete to Brett. He breaks the tackle. He's out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
1st down.
Makes the handoff. Jackson keeps it. He's across midfield, the 45. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Minor offense having a little bit more success here. There are some backups playing on the defensive side of the ball now. Pass is intended for Brett Lindley, goes through his hands. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Well, Brett's running out and sitting down for a sit-down route, and Jackson's throwing it just a little bit wide, leading him up towards the defender.
And Drew Pearson used to say, if it hits your hands, you need to catch it. And that has not happened here tonight. Hand off to Cannon Osier, breaks a couple of tackles. He's across the 35 to the 34. 3rd down and 4 coming up. We're under 30 seconds left to play. The Miners may run one more here. Jackson drops back. Passes away. Complete to Brett. Makes the guy miss. And he's brought down at the 21 with 5.3 left to play in the ball game. And I think Hartshorne's going to let them start the clock, and this one will be over. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up. You've been listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we've got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Minor Nation. Little Minor Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little minor is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne minor and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plans with you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Minor difference is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue! Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and minor football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Post and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your minor football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
All right, Coach, we're down to the last couple of segments here before we sign off for the season. Miners are going to fall here in the first round of the playoffs to the Woodland Cougars, 42-6. And Coach, I will say this: I thought they would be a pretty good ball club coming in. Nothing that I saw tonight takes anything away from that. They did a nice job.
Excellent job, and I certainly didn't expect it to be a blowout game like it was. I expected it to be close at the end and the team make the fewest mistakes, win the game. But the Miners never could get anything going offensively, and when we did, we stalled, and we have no answer for the running game of the Cougars, and they just ran whatever play they wanted to run, and then they executed it success. How you say that word?
Success.
Yeah, that one. Successfully.
Well, the Miners, young squad, but you got to give it to Woodland too. They have a young group, and both of these teams are probably a little ahead of where they thought they might be at the end of the season. But that being said, Woodland had a couple of really good skill kids and in key spots for them. And
quarterback, I believe, was a senior. Running back was a senior, and
they were the difference in the ball.
They were the difference in the ball game.
I mean, the line did an excellent job.
Did an excellent job there. A couple of them was the seniors, and the line cleared the way for them to run.
Well, we started this year. We said we needed to improve each week. Miners were able to do that until tonight. But I don't know that you can take all of that away from Woodland and say that Hartshorne didn't improve. I think Woodland just pretty good tonight.
Woodland was definitely the better team tonight, on the field, and I don't know if it's conditions. We had a lot of drop passes. We had a lot of the passes that didn't hit their mark, and when you can't stretch the field out with the pros, the running game, they kind of pin their ears back and stop it. So Miners wasn't very good tonight. To be nice about it, we wasn't very good tonight.
Well, as good as we needed to be to continue on in the playoffs, and that's the thing, is these are all teams that have won games to get here. So you give a lot of credit to the team that came on the road and got them a big win. But you look ahead too, and both of these teams we're looking at the second round against Gore, and that's going to be an uphill battle for either one of these squads. Not that you can't win it, but you're going to have to play your best game of the year. I don't know that Hartshorne played their best game of the year tonight. So that being said, the Cougars will get their shot at Gore, and we'll see where that goes.
We'll see what happens. And then the way the Cougars played tonight, I wouldn't put it past them that come down to a barn burner.
We'll take one more time out here. We'll come back and wrap it up from Butler Jennings Field. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9, the new 92.3.
Raw checking.
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big V feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company. Our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brindley today for a free personal protection review.
We're back at Butler Jennings Field, where the Miners' season comes to an end as they fall to the Woodland Cougars 42-6. The fans and the parents have made it out onto the field here. Coach, we're going to wrap it up. District scores: Tonkawa 61, Mound 6, and Hartshorne obviously falls to Woodland. Then you have Stroud big over Chelsea 52-14. Hominy big over Allen 52-0. Lot to look forward to in the Miner football program.
I will say this, that the Miners get in the weight room like they did this past year in the spring when the baseball was over and everybody went to the weight room and worked out throughout the rest of the spring and the summertime and put in the effort that they did this year. They'll be back we'll be back next year, and we'll be maybe even be able to have 2 home games if we can come out of here with victories and win the district title instead of finishing runner-up. But Miners today, they just ran into a better team tonight, and they just take it and be a learning experience from them. We certainly do appreciate the seniors that we had on our team: Brennan Kendrick, Caleb Hatcher, and Camden Russell, I believe. The 3 seniors, I think that's our 3 seniors that we had, and we certainly do appreciate the efforts that they put out for our school and to represent the Miner Nation well.
Well, like I said, I think both of these teams pretty youthful. Both teams have a lot to look forward to. Obviously, Woodland's got at least one more week in the playoffs, but both teams have a lot to look forward to next year. And the Miners took a big step this year that our program needed to take. I mean, we needed to find our way back into the playoffs, and that's kind of the expectation of our kids and our community has. So. Great job for the coaches and the kids both getting here to this point. Just didn't work out for us tonight. You gotta admit, it's a tough way to go out. No one likes to lose, but there's only going to be one team at the end of the year that goes out a winner, and they're going to be taking home a gold ball. So tip your hat to Woodland. Wish them well on their way, and we'll close this one out. Coach, final thoughts.
Final thoughts is the Miners got better every single time they come onto the field, and they continue to do so. Then we got to be looking up for next year.
Well, Coach, a lot of fun working with you again. Thank our sponsors. Let's give them one more shout out before we kick it back to the studio. Josh Haas, AAA Insurance Agency, Lindley's Grocery, Raw Trucking, Capital Equipment, Hartshorne First Assembly, Cornerstone Baptist Church, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Hartshorne Feed and Seed, Ira Brindley Shelter Insurance Agency, Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse, The Gym in Hartshorne, Little Miner Learning Center, and First National Bank and Trust of Hartshorne. Thank all of our sponsors again for making it possible for us to bring Miner football to you each and every week. Go by and thank those folks for their support. Coach Curlis and I will probably see you in a gym somewhere along the way. And if not, we'll be back here next year bringing you Miner football again on Q Country Legends 105.9. You've been listening to Miner football. Miners close it out here in the first round of the playoffs with a loss to the Woodland Cougars 42-6. You've been listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!